Hello everyone, I hope you're doing amazing. So, today I'm back. I'm very sorry for the long break, but I submitted my master's thesis, I had the defense, and then I just wanted to live my life with no responsibilities without looking at my laptop, so I went on a few day trips with my friends, but now this weekend was very chill. But my boyfriend and I, we kind of cleaned our apartment and I had some other responsibilities. But now, it's Monday and I decided to work only 60% despite not studying until September, just to, kind of enjoy my summer. And then I'm gonna actually enter adulthood and, start working 100%, which is very weird. But just a little update. So I'm gonna have some time, but I'm also gonna go on holiday, etc. But I saw this comment by Chella, and she says, I'm almost 2 years into all-in recovery and still hate my body. What can I do? Well, it's very difficult because there's not just one thing you can do and you're gonna feel better. So I can tell you a little bit how I approach it, but to be honest, I still have phases where I'm struggling. I had a phase, I think a few weeks ago, that lasted a few weeks, where I just wasn't very happy in my body. And now that I think of it, even this night, I dreamt that my mom was telling me, chill, you have to take care of your body, it's getting a little too much. Because I felt like I was getting bigger the last months, which is possible, I don't know. Honestly, I don't weigh myself, but I know some pants are a little tight, so it's possible, I don't know. But anyway, so I totally understand your feeling of, not feeling too comfortable in your body. Especially, I think a lot of people with EDs, they have spent so much time trying to do things to make them look better, or at least to get skinny or toned or whatever, and then you suddenly do the opposite, and of course you lose the control and you just know you cannot do anything to make yourself feel prettier in terms of changing your body. So it really has to be in your mind, which is very difficult, but I can give you some basic tips. So the most important thing for me personally was buying new clothes. I think the moment I bought new clothes, also now, last week I went shopping, I bought some pants that are actually fitting my legs, and I just feel so much better. So I think the number one thing I could suggest that is a quick fix but isn't changing your eating habits is to really invest in some nice clothes that you feel very comfortable in, that make you feel good and look good. And just also this investing into new pieces for me meant actually accepting that my body now is bigger and it's okay, and it's not something temporary, but really it is what it is, and that's fine. So that is the number one tip. And it was also difficult for me, and at the beginning I only bought pieces that weren't super flattering, they were just huge. But then over time I started to understand it better and understand how I should dress in order to feel good and look good and everything. So then I think another thing that goes into it is finding your self-worth outside of the way you look, which should start by just loving yourself and appreciating yourself without even having something you don't need a certain talent or a certain whatever in order to feel confident of yourself, but of course it helps. So I don't know, it could help to think, okay, but I'm super successful in my career, and then define yourself that way, but it's also something you have to hold on to, So it's really difficult but important to start loving yourself unconditionally. So meaning that there is no single condition you love yourself under. So it's not like I love myself because I'm so patient. No, you just love yourself, and it's very difficult to get to that stage. And for me, I don't even know why I started to suddenly accept myself and love myself. I think it's just I'm in a very great environment where, for example, my boyfriend loves me so much, and he doesn't mention the way I look a lot. So I don't know. I just know he loves me because of me and all the little things, you know. And so you have to try to do the same with yourself. So one thing you could think of, if you love pets, you could think, you know, you also love this one dog, even though he's stinky, he might even be like a little chubby, or he might be too skinny, he might be, I don't know, barking at some people, which is super rude, but you still love that dog or that cat or whatever. Just because, I don't know, it's him or her. And or similar, I don't know, if you have children, you just love them despite them being not very perfect. Just see it as, yeah, you are a great existing being, and that's enough. That's enough for you to be loved, to love yourself. And once you love yourself, life is going to be very much easier. So yeah, that was about like loving yourself, but it doesn't come naturally. I think it's to do with a lot of crying, like really get it out that you feel upset about your body, but also realize that it's not that important. Yeah, I think just letting go of the importance of body is super important, which also involves things like letting go of body checking, really set the intention of not looking at any mirrors, don't film your body, don't whatever, measure it, don't go on the scales, anything. Like really train your mind to be like, I don't care. I could look whatever now and I would be happy. Yeah, so that is one thing I also did personally that I think helped me quite a lot, to not focus a lot on the mirrors anymore. Yeah, just have a lot of people around yourself that don't care. Helps as well. Comfortable clothes, and then at some point you can just start feeling good in your body because how it feels, you know, and feeling very energetic, etc. But I think during recovery it's difficult because you just often feel shitty and that's just a fact, sadly. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I think it's difficult to do anything because you cannot change your body. That's very against what we're trying to achieve with recovery. And there's a ton of videos about the topic of body neutrality, which is what you should target, like really learn to not really care about your body rather than forcing yourself to love it, because it's very difficult in our society where like the ideals are constantly pushed into our faces, and so many people have surgery and have this, have that, and have so much money and time to focus completely on their body, whereas you don't. And there's also different genetics. Like I often talked about my cousins that have just naturally really skinny bodies with perfect skin, whereas I have like rather a curvy body, which is also not bad at all, but I have like a lot of like in my face, maybe not, but my legs are full of those, I don't even know how they're called, the blue veins, and cellulite and this and that, and like I could easily put myself next to them and think, oh my god, why are they so blessed and got the good family genetics while I didn't? But then I think of other things, and for example, I'm very grateful that I'm already done with my master's. I have the best relationship. I'm very happy with my living situation, I don't know, with my job, with everything. So And for example, what I sometimes also think is they all have big stomach issues, whereas I really have no struggle in that regards. So yeah, it's just you always compare yourself to the best part of someone else, and you don't see the full picture. Every single person has problems, and your problem is your body, but it's only in your head. Probably someone else looks at you and doesn't even think about your body, or maybe they do and then they don't care anymore. But yeah, I think that is also a helpful thing to keep in mind, that yeah, nobody is perfect. I know it's very basic saying, but yeah, just keep it in mind. Like, even when you think of certain people, where maybe you're jealous of their body, and you know them, you will know that they have a lot of other struggles where maybe you don't struggle. So that is very common. And for me, it's always helpful to just kind of be, okay, you know what? Even if you have the perfect body, you're not going to have a great life just because of that. Although it may give you some advantages, I don't know. But in the end, life is about so much more than that. And you just need to learn that. And it's not easy, but you can try. But yeah, for a quick fix, really get some clothes you feel very comfortable in. And for some time, it also helps just like really taking care, I don't know, of your hair or something, and then just gaining some confidence from there, and then gaining confidence in general, and start really doing a lot of affirmations for yourself, a lot of self-love work, etc. And just start thinking about everything you love about yourself, you're grateful for in your life, etc. And yeah, just start working towards a very loving version of yourself. And yeah, I hope that helps. But yeah, I would suggest that you watch some videos about body neutrality, since that is kind of, in my opinion, one of the best concepts of coping with not feeling too happy with your body.